Here are the official answers for your quiz and performance task for the topic Statement of Changes in Equity, SCE. For question number 1, the beginning capital of T Trading is 728,000. During the year, the owner made an additional investment of 20,000 and withdrew 35,000 for personal use. Net income during the year amounted to 45,000. You are required to prepare the SCE for the year ended December 31, 2019. And assuming that instead of a net income, the business incurred a net loss in the amount of 35,000. So you are also tasked to prepare another SCE for that assumption. So okay, let's start. We start with our heading, T Trading Statement of Changes in Equity for the year ended December 31, 2019. Then we have our T capital beginning at 728,000. And then we add our additional investment of 20,000 as well as our net income of 45,000, and then sum it up at 65,000. Then add this to our capital beginning. So we have a total of 793,000. And then we deduct our drawing of 35,000. Then you can arrive at the capital end of 758,000. Then for our requirement number 2, we still start with our heading, and then our T capital beginning still at 728,000, and then we add our additional investment at 20,000. We sum this up at a total of 748,000, and then we deduct the total of drawing and net loss at negative 70,000. So we deduct this from our total, then we arrive at our T capital end at 678,000. Then for our question number 2, owner John invested an initial capital amounting to 50,000 in order to put up his janitorial services company. During the first year of operations, that's year 2018, the company had a loss of 25,000. Because of this, John invested additional capital amount to 50,000 in 2019. In the second year, that's on the year 2019, the company had a net income of 100,000 and John withdrew 10,000 for personal use. So the requirement is to compute for the ending capital balance of John for the year 2019. So in this case, class, we have to compute first for the capital beginning of John. And how are we going to find the capital beginning? We have to check the previous year, and that's 2018. So we start with the year 2018 with John's initial capital at 50,000. And then we deduct the net loss of 25,000. Then we arrive at John's capital end in the year 2018 at 25,000. So this one, John's capital end in 2018 is his capital beginning in the year 2019. So i-copy lang na nimo siya, class, and then you make the necessary adjustments to the capital account. So what are these adjustments? We have the additional investment at 50,000, and also the net income of 100,000. So we sum that up, it's at 150,000. Then we add that amount in our capital beginning. So we have a total of 175,000, and then we deduct the drawing of 10,000. So we have John's capital end balance at 165,000. Next, question 3. Owner Jane invested 100,000 to start her laundry business. During the first year of operations, 2018, the company had a net income of 15,000. So Jane invested additional 100,000 to grow the business. In 2019, the business earned 50,000, and as of December 31, 2019, Jane's capital balance is 200,000. The requirement is to compute for Jane's withdrawal. So in this case, class, we still look for the components of the capital beginning as well as the movements to the capital account to reach the amount for the drawing. So in this question, we still start at year 2018 to determine the capital beginning balance of Jane in 2019, okay? So here we start with 2018 at our initial capital of 100,000, and then we add the net income of 15,000. So in the year 2018, Jane's capital end is at 115,000. So the same amount is Jane's capital beginning balance. So here, and then we add her additional investment of 100,000 and her net income at 50,000. So that's a total of 150,000. So we add that up with our beginning capital to arrive at our total of 265,000. And then to get the drawing, we just deduct the ending capital of Jane at 200,000. So there you can get Jane's drawing for the year 2019. It's at 65,000. Then we have your performance task. You are asked to prepare for the statement of changes in equity, and then to determine the amount of cash and to show your computation, as well as to prepare for the statement of financial position. So in this problem class, if you notice, the cash amount as well as the capital amount are in question mark. So since the first requirement is to prepare for our statement of changes in equity, we have to determine the company's capital balance end. So here there are additional information that we have to consider. It states that during the year, the owner made an additional investment of 20,000 and withdrawals amounting of 50,000. So Cloud's capital beginning is at 617,600, and then the net income for the year is 75,000. So let's prepare the SCE first. So here, since we are tasked to prepare a financial statement, we have to always start it with our heading. So here, it's Klaus Merchandising Statement of Changes in Equity for the year ended December 31, 2019. And then we start with our capital beginning at 617,600. Then we add our additional investment at 20,000, the net income of 75,000. So we sum that up to arrive at 95,000, and then we add our capital beginning. So our total is now at 712,000. And since there is a drawing, we deduct it at 50,000. So now we have arrived at our capital ending balance at 662,600. So from here, class, we can we can construct our statement of financial position. So unsa gani ito ang ato ang accounting equation? It's assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. So since question mark man pila si cash, ang atong unahon og solve is si right portion lang sa no, si liabilities plus owner's equity. So since naa naman tay owner's equity balance nga 662,600, ato na lang pangitaon pila ang total liabilities and owner's equity. Kay ang total ani niya same man pod sa ato ang total assets. So okay, next. So for this one class, I just started to construct the SFP before answering question number 2. So here, since financial statement gihapon ang gipabuhat, we continue to start with the heading. Okay, so it's Klaus Merchandising Statement of Financial Position. Class statement of financial position ha, dili statement of financial statement. Okay, that is SFP, Statement of Financial Position. And then, unsa gani ato ang date, basta SFP, it's annual man class, so it's as of. Okay, it's not for the, it's as of, and then the annual date which you will end your SFP. So in this case, it's at December 31, 2019. So we construct. So in this case, I copied first all the given asset accounts. And then here, our non-current assets. And then our liabilities and owner's equity. So here, since I have mentioned earlier that we have already computed for the capital balance end, hold on class ha, let's try this. So since we have already computed for our capital end, we will check for our total liabilities. So class also know if given gani ato ang current liabilities and non-current liabilities, ato na siyang i-separate daan ha. Ayaw ninyo lang iusa, ipakita lang pila inyong total current liabilities as well as your total non-current liabilities. Also, if sa problem gani class gi-indicate na og pila ka number of years, you automatically classify it under your non-current liability. So here, ang notes payable sa given nakabutang siya og due in 3 years. So meaning, dapat nimo siyang i-classify as a non-current liability. So here, so if we get the total of our liabilities and owner's equity, we arrive at 820,600. So it should be the same amount with our total assets. So from here, since we can also compute for our non-current assets, kani siya class kay given man, so we just work back, no? So from here, we get the difference between 820,600 less the total non-current assets of 265,500. And then, we also get the total of our given current assets so we can arrive at our cash amount. Okay? Inana ra na siya class, i-work back lang na nato. So here, totals na ni siya class, kini nga portion. So from here, we can get our cash amount at 172,600. So for the computation class nga mas klaro, ani siya ha? So we start with our capital N, and then we add our total liabilities to get our total liabilities and owner's equity, and then we deduct our total non-current assets and the given current asset accounts, which is at 382,500, and the total of which with our non-current asset, so we have here at 648,000. We deduct that from our total liabilities and owner's equity, so we can still arrive at our cash amount of 172,600. So I hope everything is clear with our statement of changes in equity. If you have questions, just let me know, okay?